There was a post that I. Hello, Tyler. There was a post that I responded to earlier about hello, Josh. Um, about Chris FX, where someone was saying that they ordered a mask around this time last year,
I saw that.
or they ordered it last May, and uh, the last contact they had with Chris was in like September, and they haven't heard from him since. And they were asking about it. And I don't know. His problem is like now I don't know this, but I think I mean logic would kind of kind of stand. He takes the money from his like I don't know if that's his only job. I don't know what else he does, but like I see things. I know that he has like sold people masks, and if you sell a mask for $100, like that mask doesn't cost you $100 to make it. The wigs he's using, I'm pretty sure, like $20, and latex to pour one mask is pretty inexpensive. What's up, Chad Smith? Thank you for whoever dropped a like. That helps me out a lot, a whole lot. Um, but anyway, hello, cobwebs and candlesticks. Um, I've seen posts where he'll post masks that he. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, Killer Clowns. It's great. Everyone should watch it. Where he talks about like I don't have any money to buy latex, but it's like you've sold a lot of masks. One mask will pay for 5 gallons of latex that can make like probably 50 masks. So I don't know. His some of the stuff just doesn't add up. But I told him like everyone talks about like it's such good quality and like his masks are good. I have two of them and they've lasted a long time. But like like quality of a latex mask can only go so far. So pouring resin all day, yeah. What are you making, man? So yeah, like quality of a latex mask can only go so far. So there's no way to justify an order taking a year. No one got under my skin. That's just my opinion of someone earlier made a post about Chris FX, and I was just explaining like he makes great work. He's he makes probably the best clown masks in the industry. Um, I just don't think that any mask, no matter how great it is, you should wait a year for. We
Or
work in
3 years.
right. We work in. I know when I ordered mine, I waited 8 months. Um, we work in a seasonal industry, and there's kind of an expectation that if I place an order in 2020, I expect to have that order by Halloween of 2021, like to use for that October. Um, and you got to be responsible. If you can't meet that, you have to let the customer know that, and um, if they're okay, then that's fine. Because obviously, if you wait until September 1st and then you try to order a mask, and then you're mad at me that you didn't have it by October 1st. Well, number one, I quote like 6 weeks anyway, even now. Um, but you have to know like everyone is placing orders last minute, and we also have a haunted house, and we'll probably tell you that you won't have this in time.
Cowboys and
So
Candlestick says skull lollipops.
skull lollipops, that's cool.
Mana said, hey fam. Chad
What's
said,
up?
WTF when someone buys a mask I have out the door within 2 to 3 days.
That's awesome.
Cowboys and Candlestick said, hi Mana. Probably Candlestick said, LOL, true dat, Chad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't just have masks. We have everything. How about Candlestick said,
At Nefarious
whatever.
Tess, whatever. Is he a good kid? I don't have any idea who that is.
Tyler Pastule?
Are you talking about Nefarious Nightmares? I think that's the only company I've heard of that has a name like that. But
Serious, whatever.
right, I don't know who that is. I've never met him, never talked to him, so I can't really tell you
Hi,
if
Vic.
he's good or not. What's up, Vic? How you doing, my dude?
You wanna show them what I'm working on?
Sure.
Yeah, just move it over here. Just like...
So she's working on a off head, one of our new lines of props, and I'm working on a skin mask sculpt that is part of an order, a new custom sculpture. A guy and a girl ordered a pair of new masks, so that's what I'm working on right now. It's actually almost done. Skin masks are pretty easy. You just do the anatomy and then put some skin kind of texture, some cuts and shit, and then put your other anatomy in there. So I have to add ears, but that's really the largest challenge that's left: adding ears and adding texture and stuff. But yeah, I just did the whole neck here, so. I mean, of course, anything can always end up as a clown, and it typically does. So I'm sure someone will order this as a clown. Because why not? Clowns are scary. Okay, ears. Here, let me show you guys this. Now, this has not been actually posted anywhere yet, but I'll show you.
Hi, people. Hi, Josh.
So we still have to hair this and add blood, but this is the new Howler mask that
Isn't
we
it dope?
just did. So you've got half a wolf man, half a werewolf, and this like mutation line happening. Wish the lighting wasn't so shit, but pretty cool. I like this mask a lot. So yeah, I dig it. Here, she's fixing it. So here it is. Half wolfman, werewolf.
It's gonna be hairy.
Yeah, and it'll be all haired all the way around it. You got this little mutation, kind of splitting apart sort of deal, kind of body horror. It's a werewolf. It's a wolfman. It's a classic monster. It's a cool Halloween mask. It's kind of everything all in one.
Chad Smith said, trade show question. Do you post all new stuff as it is finished to generate excitement, or do you hold some things back for the show only? Wondering if that's something I should do.
We talked about not posting the stuff, and we didn't for a while. But right now, we're really just posting it because you have to look at the climate of everyone else's stuff, and everyone else is kind of posting it too. We post like everything new. So you've got two audiences, right? You've got haunt owners and you've got haunt actors. Haunt owners, you'll get large orders of just lots of shit, and they don't want anything custom. They'll add blood, whatever. They might add like a haunt name on it, but in general, it's just they want what you have online or whatever. And then you have haunt actors who all want custom stuff. Like they want it custom some way. They want their name on it. They want it to be a different color. They want whatever, and that's cool. So anytime we do something that's custom, we always post it. The actors like it because their new thing and their new character gets a lot of buzz online, and then we like it because it's something new. It's engaging. So with us, we have new stuff like all year, so it's not like anything. So, but we have so much stuff that that we like I added it up, and we're taking like 400 items to the trade show. So there's a lot. We can kind of post every day and not run out of stuff.
The issue that we were having was that we were posting shit and then people were immediately buying it.
Right.
And we made that stuff for Transworld, so we have to take it to Transworld. There's a problem if they all buy it as soon as we make it.
Right.
So I just made a disclaimer in every post that I make that if you're looking to buy it, you can either reserve an order, we can make it after the show, or you can actually reserve the product itself and pick it up at Transworld if you're going to Transworld.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a problem we had. So like our death worm is gone. We sold a few weapons. We sold a body. We sold the sandworm I made. So now all that stuff I have to remake it for the trade show, and like I've still got a giant pile of stuff, all that stuff up there. So we still have a whole lot to do. So I can't afford to have to backtrack to make shit again. So yeah.
Big Spaghetti Mama is, I watch this guy that opens Pokemon cards because I'm a giant nerd. Every night before I go to bed, he's Australian and he says cunt a lot and it makes my brain happy. And there's a Pokemon called Tangela, and it's like a bunch of blue tentacles like wrapped into a ball with bright red like clown shoes. And every time he pulls a Tangela, he goes, "Big Spaghetti Mama!" And it makes me happy because I'm 4. And so that's what I am. I've become Spaghetti Mama. I also really like spaghetti a lot, like a whole lot. Like I love spaghetti a lot. So, you know. I'm prepping for MHC info to all of my new stuff. I wasn't sure if I should keep a couple things back to kind of draw some up to the show. Not that I'm big enough at all to draw anyone in.
Well, that's kind of like the thing, dude. Like none of our posts are getting between 10 and 20,000 views from people. They're getting a lot, but not that. So even if I show everything I'm making, like, there's no downside to showing it, because just because you see it online, you want to see it in person. It's always more impressive in person. You get to look at angles that maybe I didn't take a picture of, shit like that. And then to the people that didn't see our post, you get to see it for the first time. So I don't see a downside to posting everything. Yeah.
Unknown Origin FX said, "I know that feeling. Take an order."
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with her? That's a great question.
So I want to give you a sculpting tip, right? This is about ears, all right? So the top of your ear lines up with the top of your eye, and the bottom of your ear lines up with your upper lip.
Sculpting or drawing tip.
So that's something I learned when I was kind of, like, no one taught me that. I just kind of broke down what I was looking at when I was learning to sculpt ears. So the way I sculpt an ear, I basically make a worm, and as you can see, even like that, it's got the basic shape and look of an ear. So you kind of hook it. Your top crest will be even with the upper part of your eye, and the lowermost part will be even with your upper lip, and that'll make your ears look right.
How about the candlestick?
And they're also a lot closer to the front of your face than you think.
He said, unless you're Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah. Obviously, unless you're making some kind of a monster or a mutant, which this is kind of a mutant. He's a weird skin face redneck man, not hillbilly, not from Texas, and he's not involved in any massacres with chainsaws. It's gonna end up kind of looking like Leatherface, but that was not my intention. Unfortunately, Leatherface kind of owns the inbred, screwed up tooth redneck wearing a skin face genre of horror.
That look like a good texture so far, Justin? Obviously, this is literally one color.
Yeah. Why don't you grab the other one to use as like reference since you're trying to make a match?
It's the same. Me looking at that isn't gonna
Okay.
make me be able to do it the same way.
Okay.
I just have to use the same technique, which is this. Also, that one isn't very good. This one's gonna be better. It's gonna be the same basic idea, just better. Using the same colors and technique.
For the 5 of you who have liked, thank you. That really helps out my channel a lot. I really appreciate it.
Chad Smith said, "How's the career change going?"
It's fine. It's a job. It's where I go every day. It pays my bills. I'm not gonna pretend, I enjoy it. It's not. I don't hate showing up there. I work with a lot of pretty awesome people. I have made a few friends in the few months I've been there.
Me too. I've done that at my job as well.
Right. So it's not a place that I hate.
Coda. Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
Bear.
Huckleberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know someone named Huckleberry.
No, it's the dogs at my work. It's my friends.
You met a dog named Huckleberry?
Yeah, Dakota and Huckleberry come in all the time for doggy daycare. Dakota's a
That's cool.
Great Pyrenees German Shepherd mix, and Huckleberry is an Australian Shepherd poodle thing. We have Marty McFly, who's a beagle.
So I also, if you look at the back of my ears, I like to make them not, I like to make them like connected to my mask. The first few I made that had ears, I made them with like really big, like a lot of space there, and I always end up having air bubbles where it's hard to get the plaster up in there properly. So
And there's holes in them, and it's not
right.
good.
So and if I put my mold wall on this side, so I can put plaster in there, right? Then I get an air bubble on that side, and then the inside of my ear is all messed up. So I found that just kind of making it connected works out for me pretty well. If you want to make giant ears, go right ahead. Maybe you are a little bit more skilled than me.
What sounds like a stripper name? Huckleberry?
Yes. Or Dakota. That sounds more like a stripper name. I work with a guy that has that name. He's got a porn star name. His name is Dakota Steele.
Great.
Sounds like a porn star name if I ever heard one.
We have Baby, who's a little white Maltese that pisses everywhere. He weighs about 4 pounds and tries to hump all the big dogs and can't quite reach.
You have Bougie.
Bougie, who is a husky. The mom thinks it's a German Shepherd, a very rare, expensive German Shepherd, but it's not. It's just a husky. Still cute as shit, but not what she thinks it is. Marty McFly is so annoying.
Thank you. I love this shirt. I love this movie. It is an underrated movie, and I think everyone should watch it.
It's one of the few that I've seen.
It is a great, great B-rated movie. It has everything that you could want out of like your like classic kind of like 1950s scary movie. It's very much like a drive-in movie. It's
That
got
movie's from the
aliens.
50s?
No, but
Oh.
it's got what you imagine like
Okay.
a 1950s
Yeah.
environment. It's kind of elements that remind you of like
I
Tales
was like,
from
damn,
the
that movie
Crypt.
looks great for being made in the 50s.
Right.
I must have watched the remastered version.
I just think everything is like remastered. Hate clowns, but love that movie. It's a great movie. And to be fair, they're not clowns. They're aliens.
Chad Smith said, wasn't it the Kyoto brothers that did the FX on that?
The Kyoto Brothers, yes, and I think they did more than the effects. I think they like made the like I think it's their movie. They're the ones that I always hear that are connected to it. So
Alien clowns.
Alien clowns. A very underutilized genre of horror is alien clowns.
Oh. Unknown Origin FX said the animatronics and the costume heads were revolutionary to the movie industry.
Oh yeah,
He said Kyoto Bros. Yep.
Kyoto Brothers.
And Jessica said, "Oh well, I had no idea how to spell it." I don't know how to say it apparently, so.
Were you just like knocking on something? I don't know. I heard something that sounded like something knocking.
That?
Probably. You should
Wait,
propose
I
it
said
with
it
the
right?
Tom Devlin's
Kyoto
news.
Bros?
Yeah, Kyoto. Well, I've heard it as Kyoto.
The music composer will be at Tom Devlin's museum next month.
That's cool.
Who's Tom Devlin?
He has a monster museum. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on this mask.
Yeah. Hello. I'm doing. I guess I can show you what I'm doing. I'll try not to give you a stroke or seizure, whatever it's called. So I started with, this is our old skin tone. We just upgraded our skin tone to more of a gray peach color. I felt this was a little bit too pinky. So when Justin was at the store, we both decided on more of a grayer skin tone. So I start off with that base, and then concealer. Yes, you got me. And then I take all the colors that are in your skin, because my skin isn't just one color. There's greens and pinks and blues and reds and purples. So I'm taking the sponge and watering the paint down a lot. I would like it if I could use dyes and splatter it. It would make my life a lot easier. But this paint doesn't really work like that. It's splatters and dots instead of the runny, because ink is what I should be using, but we don't have that, and I work with what I got.
I have some.
Yeah, some, not 7 colors. This works just as well, and I can be a little bit more accurate. So far I've done the blue, and this is the purple. Although I highly doubt you can even see what I'm doing, since Justin's phone screen is disgustingly dirty underneath the cover. Yeah, I was watching this last time you went live. I was watching this on my TV in my bed, and it was so blurry. Okay, Cobweb said Ranger makes nice and inks. I don't know what that means. Is that a brand?
I suppose. Not what I've heard of.
Devin, what a tip on the splatters.
I use Brea Reese alcohol ink.
Ranger inks, good stuff. What do you mean, Chad Smith? Can you say it again? My brain isn't comprehending. Our brains are kind of splatter at this point. We've just been working nonstop at our regular jobs and here. I'm pretty sure Justin's just a robot. He gets like 6 hours of sleep every week.
No, just high functioning. Elon Musk, he does it. So
Yeah. Pretty sure Elon Musk is a robot, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
You guys even see that, or does it just suck? When I do the splatter technique, I use an airbrush on 15 psi and needle open all the way. Cut paint 50-50 with water, and it will give you that translucent blotting.
That's interesting.
Okay. I'll take a screenshot, and then next time I go to do this, I'll try that. It's too foggy to see. Yeah, I figured. Sorry. I mean, I could probably... Was that better? I don't know how to tilt it. It's up. Oh, I should probably... Bear with me. Oh, wait, I can do this. Big brain. Big brain. Not really. Oh, yeah, there's a protector on this one, too. Well, I tried.
Oh.
Dude, I had my mask on earlier. And I was checking a customer out.
That looks. You could see it that way. You say pretty good.
Okay. Anyways, I was checking a lady out, and that was that golden retriever, that old golden retriever that I showed you.
Mhm.
And she had so much hair, and I wore my mask while I was helping Becky brush her. But the hair blew under my mask, and I was talking to her, and I went to go take in a deep breath, and I breathed in an entire clump of hair, and it hit the back of my throat. And luckily, Becky was there talking to her, so I like stepped away coughing. And I was coughing so hard trying to get this hair out of my throat. I threw up in my mask and had to cup it, keep all the vomit in it, and throw the whole mask away. And then like rinse my mouth off in the garbage can, use hand sanitizer, and then go back and check this lady out. I was like, I'm sorry, I got some hair in my throat. And then she left, and I was like, Becky, I just vomited in my mask. 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. Luckily, it was off my face. It wasn't like I didn't like fill the mask up while it was on my face. It was a bad experience.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Chad Smith said, I know it's still early, but has anyone with MHC reached out to you about this year's show?
No,
There you go.
not at all. I don't know if it'll happen, man. They usually have it in like June, but I don't see them having a trade show a month after they just had a trade show. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but like I said, they haven't reached out to me. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, they've not said anything to me about it. Yeah. I would imagine that right now they're probably all in for Transworld. If they have to choose one trade show, Transworld's going to be it, because it's just how it is. But I mean, it's also a problem that Midwest Hunters is in Illinois, specifically in Chicagoland, which has some crazy like restrictions on it. They're still like on lockdown and shit. Like their businesses aren't open, so I don't know if it'll happen.
How Webb said they might push MHC back.
But like I don't know to when.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Midwest Hunters a lot, and I think they should do more stuff. Like their problem is they have the largest trade show for haunted houses in the world. The largest there's ever been, and the largest there will likely ever be. Transworld is an oddity. There's other trade shows around, but not there's none of them like Transworld. None of them are that big. None of them have all those people, all those vendors. So your draw to Midwest Hunters can't just be the trade show, because the same vendors that went to Transworld already are there. So the problem is you've also had all these like regional trade shows that have popped up all over the place. Pretty much every region of America has its own trade show now. Granted, it's really small, it's not huge, but they have a trade show. So even for the smaller haunts in those areas, they can go and they can get the trade show experience by checking out a few vendors and stuff. So you really have to look at what is the draw for Midwest Hunters. Why should people go to Midwest Hunters instead of their regional trade show? Like, why should people travel from all over the country to Midwest Hunters? Because I don't think that having it as the Chicago regional trade show is the best move. I just don't. I think there's more there to do than just opening it up to hunters in this area. So I think they should pay more attention to the convention part. You still have a trade show, but bring in more stuff that haunters like to do. Like, make it something that is appealing to haunters all over America instead of just haunters in Chicagoland. So,
Cobweb said, ask Chad how the virtual vending thing went, and then Chad said it's next weekend. We're a part of that too, right?
yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Fear Expo.
Fear Expo.
It's interesting. It's very, very different.
I hope it goes well. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because I was a part of so Anna, our head makeup artist, was on in a makeup class for, it was HauntCon actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about like how their season went with COVID and makeup and all that good stuff. And they had a decent amount of people watching the class. I think like at least 40 to 60, somewhere around there. But like, I don't know. I went to their different tabs and stuff and like tried to look at the different, like they had like meeting setups and like user profiles to where you could like meet the other vending people and the other customers and all that good stuff. And nobody really had their profile set up because nobody really knew how to use it. It just didn't really come together. Like, it was interesting, but it just wasn't it.
I don't know. It's gonna be cool. Now, I mean, the challenge for them is gonna come in with getting people to buy stuff, because a virtual trade show can work if vendors will put in the time to make their online sales work. Because if you don't, you won't sell anything. You basically have to trick buyers into buying. Like, otherwise they don't have to spend money. The cool thing about Transworld is it's basically a vacation. You always buy shit on vacation that you wouldn't normally buy. You spend way too much money on shit that you wouldn't normally buy. You're coming to Transworld to spend money. You go through a lot of hoops to get there, and then when you're there to spend money. So, with this online expo, it's cool. It's really cool. And I don't know, are they charging like admission? Like to get in and see vendors? I don't know exactly, but
What's it called again?
the Fear Expo.
Fear Expo.
So if they are charging money, it'll be interesting to see the turnout of people. Because
It doesn't say, I don't see free anywhere, so I would assume.
But do you see somewhere that says to purchase a ticket?
No.
So I don't know. But anyway, now their problem is going to turn into what happens after the trade show, because the cool part is there's no real cost to have a website. We have a website. All of you that have a haunted house have a website. It costs you like not a lot of money a year, like $100 or less, to own a domain and to pay for hosting. So it doesn't cost you a lot. Where if you have a trade show, you have to rent out a trade show place, and you have to negotiate all that stuff. It's expensive
I'll look at my book.
to run a trade show.
Chad said it's free. I thought
Okay, so yeah, so see now, free makes it accessible, but free doesn't make people buy stuff. So
Hi, Aiden.
that's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully, and I mean, I'm sure some vendors will sell stuff, but it's on the vendors to do that. Just that you're on the trade show site doesn't mean that you're going to sell stuff at that time, unless you have some kind of a sale that's only available for a small amount of time. Because if you just have, and I know this from experience because we have haunt pages that I came up with years ago, which is basically an online trade show. The only thing that is different about haunt pages and Fear Expo is Expo has this really cool like you can like walk around and like check out vendors as if you were at a trade show.
It's like virtual reality.
Right. So, the problem is just because they have access to vendors doesn't mean they're going to buy stuff. So it's on the vendors to make the sales. Where at Transworld, if you bring a cool thing, like I said, you have a captive audience for a small amount of time. So it's basically like a fire sale. They're encouraged to buy stuff there because they're only there for like 4 days, and then these vendors are gone. You don't have another chance to really talk to them. A lot of them have crappy websites that don't make the sale of product very easy or accessible to a buyer. So Transworld is really kind of your place to go. If you have a trade show website that's available 24 hours a day, year round, there's no hurry to buy the product. So that can end up turning around on them because then that's awesome. You had dates for 2021. What encourages people to tune in again next year? And then what encourages, if your vendors don't make any sales, there's no reason for your vendors to continue to pay you.
Hi, John Humphrey. Vic said, we're finding a lot of vendors are ripping people off.
What do you mean?
Hey, don't talk about the bats in my cave. Chad said, I wasn't sure about the show, so I just did the free vendor booth.
Yeah, and that's cool. I mean, you're not taking any risk, but like I said, it's up to you to make the product available. Now, if you have new product that you're not offering until that trade show, then yeah, that's a draw. But at the same time, like I said, that new product's only available for a small amount of time. It's a hassle to order online. That's why the trade show works so well. Because you've got one time when you've got all these vendors releasing new stuff, you're there with money, it gives you a timeline. But if you have all year, I don't know, that just creates a problem. So we'll see how it goes. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's, the future. Technology is like the future of every other thing, so why wouldn't it be the future of trade shows? I hope it's not. I hope that Fear Expo works, but I don't want to lose the in-person trade show experience. Ever. I would hate it if my entire trade show experience was hanging out on a couch looking at a laptop.
Yeah, I don't want to get drunk with all my hot girlfriends.
Okay, my experience has nothing to do with that.
I'm just kidding.
But
trust me, I'm on the same page with you. The first and only time I went to Transworld, I almost cried the first time I set foot on the trade show floor. And I did cry in the Dark Zone. What's it called?
The Dark Zone.
There we go. See? I'm a genius.
But yeah, we are totally backing the Fear Expo, and I hope that all of you check it out, and I hope all of you take advantage. I know that a lot of vendors are going to need help, especially after 2020. I don't know what their year was like, but I know our year was the busiest we've ever had, but we're kind of different. We release new stuff year round. A lot of vendors don't. So
and we're very, very active on social media.
Right. So but I know a lot of other ones really need this year to go well. 2020 knocked out a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I know there's some other ones that are relying on this, or that could be it. So
and as vendors, it's kind of our job to support these trade shows, especially like Fear Expo, and share and comment and like and engage with their stuff like we want our customers to engage with our stuff in order to promote that trade show. Because if we don't promote that trade show and we don't try to help out with our following, then no one else is.
Exactly.
And then it's a sad trade show. Vic said, we have been compiling a list of vendors we either have dealt with or have had a bad experience with. Vendors we are finding more and more all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had a problem with like bad reviews, right? I mean, every company is gonna get. I mean, you're gonna do something bad once. Well, not even something bad, just something that the customer's not happy with.
People
Once in
will
a
find
while.
a way to complain.
And
over
I
everything.
said this when I worked at fucking Pizza Hut. I said this all the time because they would come on you about why'd you get a bad review. Someone posted a bad review, and then they would reward you when you got a good review. And they couldn't wrap their head around, like, it doesn't matter how many times I tell you, there's a survey on the back of your receipt, if you fill it out, yada yada, whatever. No one wants to fucking do that. But when they're pissed off, they're motivated to get back at you. So of course they write a bad review. And it's great when you get really good ones, like it helps out, but when you make them mad and they have no recourse other than to go online and speak their opinion and possibly hurt you. So I mean, what's your plan with the list? I mean, there's
Is it gonna be like
already
that book from what are the?
from Mean Girls?
Yep, there we go. Thanks.
Never
Burn book.
seen that movie, but I
haven't
know the
either.
reference. I mean, there's already that that page.
Yeah, the haunt
The,
vendor review.
Right, the
whatever.
haunt vendor review, but I mean, I don't think I would want to see something that, you know, tries to blacklist a company, because I also like to think that, you know, people screw up, but they can do better.
Unless it's someone that's genuinely fucking people over and taking their money and just running off with it.
Well, right, of course.
Yeah, that's something.
I mean, that's theft. But as far as, you know, vendors screwing up, yeah, we should encourage them to be better. But I mean, just write an honest review about them. If they're not being good and they're not practicing business well, hopefully no one will continue to buy their products. So, and they can't be mad about it. I mean, now if you're jumping on there and they've tried to help you out throughout the whole thing, like, we had a customer write a bad review about us over something like she didn't think that the color of her skin mask was close enough to the color that was on the website. So she wrote this big, long, like, terrible review, and it was like, we already told you, like, we'll replace it. We'll even pay to have it mailed back. Like, these aren't like mass manufactured Halloween masks. These are handmade pieces, so each one might be kind of different. And we took care of it. We were able to have her take the review down, but I mean, that kind of stuff can really hurt a company.
Even in a haunt, someone will
Right.
complain. My kid got scared.
Right.
Nothing you can do about it. Aiden, the project you're talking about, he said, I'm so excited for our project, Justin.
Yeah.
Aiden Philbin, that's the...
I know.
Okay.
I am too, Aiden. I was trying to come up. I've got everything planned out. My real challenge right now, like the only kind of part of that I have not come up with exactly how I'm going to do it, just because I'm trying to do it the best way, is the like the tray. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to make it out of wood, because I don't think that's going to be the best option. So I'm trying to find out. Maybe I can find something online that's like a plastic, or I can make something that's a resin. I don't know. I'm exploring my options. So
I did yellow. If you can even see it. There's purple, blue, and yellow. I need green,
What was that
And red.
last comment?
I'm going to look.
We have. Chad Smith said, agreed. When it's in front of you at a show, everyone has FOMO and buys it quickly. Aiden said, I'm ready for Transworld. Bag is already packed.
A little early, my dude.
Chad said, Keith, have you opened up the bugs yet? I don't know what that means. Vic said, reviews aren't it. It's buying a product and don't receive it and they keep your money. Yeah, that's bugs.
Yeah, that's called theft, and that's illegal.
Chad said, Vic, you need to punk those people out online after exhausting all your options for them to fix it.
Absolutely.
Vic,
I'm all about that. That's called theft, and that's against the law.
Vic said, you can't even get a response back on some of the big guys if you have an issue, but as soon as you post about it somewhere, they respond to you. Amazing how that works.
Yeah, I mean those people try to make excuses about their crazy busy and stuff like that. I think that people in general make excuses about that. Hire a secretary. If you can't handle it, hire one. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Chad said, my view is I need to sell me more than my product. If I provide great customer service and take care of people, they are more likely to buy from me based off of that than what I sell. Absolutely. People love that our response time on Instagram and Facebook is like immediate. Like if you go to our response time on our Facebook page, it's like typically replies within a few minutes because Shannon's up at ass crack in the morning, Justin's up at ass crack in the morning, and I'm up till 4 in the morning. Justin is too. Justin just doesn't sleep, but we're all awake all the time. So when someone messages us about a clown jumpsuit and says, can you do UV black on my clown jumpsuit at 4 in the morning, I can go, no, sorry, UV black doesn't exist.
Right. I don't know. It doesn't take that long to respond to these. I think, so so here's some kind of theory about some stuff. I think this is pretty much done. I need to do some texturing, but from the sculpture point, I think this guy's pretty much done.
No, sorry.
What do you think? Cool, hillbilly red. So here's some theory about haunted houses and stuff. So you've got two kinds of haunted house companies, or two kinds of sales in haunted houses. You've got haunts that make a few really big things that cost a lot of money, and they don't get loads of orders on them, but they make a lot of money because the item costs a lot. Then you have companies like us, we sell a lot of stuff at a lower price, so we get a large quantity of orders. So that's why there's not a load of companies that make masks. Masks don't cost as much, but they're time intensive, and you got to answer to all these people. Now, I think we're pretty busy. We get orders every day.
Pretty busy.
All year long.
Pretty busy.
I think we're pretty busy. So it never stops.
We're asshole busy.
Right. So, and we have no problem answering people. We have no problem answering orders. We have no problem meeting our deadlines. We have no problem with responding to messages. A lot of you guys have ordered from us previously. Have you ever had a problem with us responding to a message, email on Instagram or Facebook or email? I even answer comments on YouTube, and it's like, so I don't like when people make excuses that they can't answer messages. Like, you eat, so you have time to answer a message. You take a shit, so you have time to answer a message. Like, multitask, dude.
Yeah, someone tried ordering a clown jumpsuit, and the color that they ordered it in was black, and then they clicked yes to UV reactive, and unfortunately we had to send them an email saying, I'm sorry, we can't do a UV reactive clown jumpsuit with black accents.
It's not that we can't do it. The color black is not UV reactive.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like
I'm
that.
sure they're aware of that.
And like we've overcome a lot of stuff. So like, okay, let me explain. If you order something UV, we're painting it to be seen in UV light. So if you order it UV red, that color is red under UV light. Under white light, it's really bright, really faint pink. We've come up with ways to counteract that to make stuff look kind of cooler in white light and UV light. But there's some things you just can't have. You can't have short hair and long hair at the same time. You can't be fat and skinny. Like you can't be fast and slow at the same time. They're opposite kind of things. So that's just something some people have to understand. UV is not a black color. UV can be utilized in UV paint, or sorry, the color black can be utilized in UV paint, but it's utilized as a shadow. So it makes stuff actually pop. It makes the color actually pop more, but the color black is not UV. I'm just spraying this down so I can throw a bag over it, and I'll work on molding it tomorrow. I actually need to send the guy a picture, but I'm sure he's going to love it, so I'm not worried about that so much. I just know what I'm doing. I need to take this somewhere else so I can keep working here. You using this airbrush or that airbrush?
It don't matter. Neither right now. Taking a chance because I like you a lot, so I'll give it a shot. Give it all that I got. La-dee-da-dee-da, la-dee-da-dee-da. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon.
UV. Aiden said UV black. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know. I love blacklight paint. I use it as much as possible. That's cool, man.
I love.
Do you get many sales in UV masks? Not sure if there's an option I should add in the future. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we get loads of them. If
we get a fair amount.
Right, and it's like every time we do one and post it,
Yeah.
you get sales.
Yeah.
So if you, it's one of those things. If you build it, they'll come. If I make a lot of skin masks, I'll turn into the skin mask guy.
Skin mask man.
I make a lot of clown masks, so we've started to turn into the clown people. Half our orders are probably clown stuff. That's why everything turns into clown stuff. Because also I find that, like that skin mask, no one will order it as a clown. Someone probably will. But when I make it as a clown, those orders for that as a clown mask will just keep coming in. So sometimes you have to be creative.
Oh my god, I thought you were putting that over my head. I didn't know your mold was behind me. I was like, well, this is it. This is where Justin smothers me with a fucking garbage bag. I'm still set on the cornfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the property, or
No, that's where you're gonna kill me. You were like, we're almost out of gas. I was like, my phone's almost dead. And you were like, my phone's almost dead. And I was like, well, I knew this was gonna happen one day. Does this look okay?
yeah, looks cool.
What other color do I need? I feel
Well,
like
right now it looks kind of dirty.
Yeah, after I added that green, it turned really dirty for some reason.
Some green shit off. Glow magnets look awesome, Keith. Love those things. That's cool.
Glow magnets? What's a glow magnet?
Probably a magnet that glows.
Thanks.
Here is Devin.
That's me.
I'm gonna go out there and work on some stuff here to keep you guys company.
What song do you want me to sing next? La-dee-da-dee-da, la-dee-da-dee-da. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon. Want me to do TikTok dances for you? Probably not. Probably not the right audience.
Like he didn't say anything, he just fucking up.
No, we said bye.
I didn't see him.
You were just busy doing Justin stuff. I think I need more blue. I think when I put the green, it muted the blue. Right now I see purple, green, and yellow, and it looks like camouflage. And I need more blue. It literally doesn't look anything like that. It looks like it's one color on the screen. That is not what it looks like in person. See him a little bit. Mana, Bobana. This is nothing. Sleepy. Guys, I had a dream last night that Jose, who's one of our main man on the crew, accidentally brought a baby koala home from Australia in one of those little, you know, the little packages that apple pies come in from McDonald's, like with this like an envelope and it like folds up at the end. It was that, and I found the baby koala in there. It was like this big for some reason, and then I raised it from a baby until it was an adult, and then my mom threw it away, and I was so upset. And then I woke up at 6 in the morning and I cried, and I couldn't go back to bed because I was so upset that my mom threw away my koala. It's called a koala, right? The little bear things in Australia? Are they from Australia? I'm so tired. You have no idea. I don't know what lit powder is. Do it. Come by. We'll give you a tour. You can meet my dog. He's cooler than Justin, I promise. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, suddenly come on. I get it. Super busy is my existence. I'm like, you know what I want to do at 23 years old? I want to be the co-owner of one business and help run another business. That's what I want to do. Hello? Oh. Sorry if that's loud. Sure, man. I'll give you the special tour. Oh, that was my airbrush that just fell. That sucks. Oh well. I think that looks pretty good. I would ask you guys, but you can't tell what color it is. So. That was the point of the wink and the special tour. I'll show you the back room where the dead mice are, if you know what I mean. What part of Indiana are we in? Northwest Indiana, Lake Station. That's where the haunted house is, at least. Okay, what fucking color? Mwah. I don't know. Purple? Excuse my mess. I'm gonna clean up. I swear my workstation isn't usually this dirty. I've just been eating. And I have 16 projects going on right now. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. Suddenly you call my name. Oh, where's my name? Orange? What colors do you get? Yellow, red. What the fuck is umber? What the fuck is umber? I think that looks good. Okay, purple. Earthy brown. Okay. Reddish brown. Oh, you're answering my question. Thank you. Freckles and liver spots, yeah. This is a child, though, so he would not have liver spots. I'd have freckles. Don't tell them I'm not actually an artist. This is all pretend. No. I don't know. I've never painted before. The only time I've ever painted is on clown jumpsuits and masks. I do makeup. I like sketch. That's super annoying. But I've never painted like on a canvas before. Because I have 3,100,000 hobbies. Riding horses and dogs and video games and haunted house, and so I just never had time to really invest in like actually painting. So I don't know what I'm doing. It's all pretend. Make it up as I go. Sometimes it turns out okay. Other times it doesn't. But that's okay. This isn't what I want. I'm an idiot! I did all that work for nothing. I need the purple and the small airbrush. I'm brain dead. I don't know. What time is it? Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can go before I just start falling asleep. Justin, too. I'm singing a song in my head, but I don't actually really know what song it is. I was going to sing it out loud, but it was just in my head, not out loud. That sucks. Everybody's leaving. Bye, people that are leaving. I know it's late. And I'm not as entertaining as Justin is. Damn, bitch! Did you hear that? Yuck. Yuck. God damn it.
This is why I can never get anything done. So I take 15 minutes to unclog. Yay! Kind of looks like a... Oh, never mind.
I already did TikTok dance.
Taking a chance because I like you a lot, so I'll give it a shot. Give it all that I got. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon. I just don't have any makeup on or e-girl collar or... My back hurts from bending down to look at the camera. I need to put it up. Oh god, Nana scared me. Nana scared me. She's not an artist, she's in the wrong place. I mean, Haunted House is about pretend. Does pretend artist count? Sick.
Moo.
Hello. How much to stop singing? Well, you can't do that right now because our monetization's fuckered up. So, nothing. You just get to suffer and listen to me sing.
Why? What happened to the money next?
Justin just had to fix it. Come on, bitch.
Because she's like, what's going on in the background? Because we're driving back. And she's like, is there a chain? I went, no, I have a chain on the floor. What's up, Snoop? What floor are you wanting to look at? Oh.
Did you guys have fun?
I really, really enjoyed the 3D aspect of their paints. Like they give you the glasses to make shit pop and everything. Lots of it.
That first third of their haunt.
Like first third was nothing but like 3D paint jobs. It was really cool.
That actually jumped out at you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
3D
catacomb
paint,
section that was really neat.
Yeah, I know the
I
entire
love the
haunted
catacombs.
house in and out.
I like that section.
Did you see my friend Sparky? Hang on. That's Zoe.
Outside?
She was there.
Yeah, she's the love of my life. They were all outside.
Simba was the doorman.
Let's see. I love her. She's so fun. Me and her were doing our clown makeup at the same time in the MHC bathroom together. And we were both completely in character. And a fucking 40-year-old lady walked in with her kid while me and her were doing our makeup.
Ridiculousness?
Yeah, it was not a good time. It was a great time for me.
The one, they had a room and it moved, the floor moved, and it actually caught me off guard. Like, it was
Like a carousel room.
yeah, kind of hard to catch me off guard, but it caught me off guard.
That's nice.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed having the small startle. But it's a long drive.
I'll ask Justin, Chad, the second he's coming out of the bathroom now. I don't know, it's something with, he has to confirm something or other for the super chat, he was asking because he wanted to donate.
Right. Save your money, put it in a special account, and then give it to me when I fix it.
What happened?
I don't know, something.
You pissed
Something
off
went on.
YouTube, didn't you?
No, it's with the AdSense for
Chad Smith said,
YouTube.
or wait, no. Cobwebs and Candlestick said you have to keep up 4K hours.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's something to do with my AdSense account. So I have to verify some information, and it's not just that easy because this is Haunted Hills Productions, so it's through our Haunted Hills Productions at Gmail email. And because of that, it was set up for our business, and it was set up by Stefan, so it's set up through his phone. So now when I verify it, it goes to his phone. So I have to be on my laptop at my house and have him on his phone to get the verification shit. It's a big jumble fucking clusterfuck of shit.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Since it's all painted and pretty, that's what you want done on that.
Yeah.
How do you want the fur?
So I'll have to show you the. You know it's the special shit, right?
I know it's a special shit, and I was watching the feed earlier, and I was like, hold on.
Yeah. So I've got two images. You gotta do.
One wants to
Right. So I've got two images that are like the ground. The hair is really like that. I'm still with that. So with the wolfman, it's very much like strand, like I want to say straggly, it's not straggly, it's like natty, wild. I have the image in my
It's
phone.
super hard to envision this without hair and a mouth,
This
but
side is totally inspired by American Werewolf in London. So here is very much like that. Right. But you gotta also pay attention to like here. There's like here, here.
YouTube is in fact a girl mistress. You are not wrong. That was way too much. Why would I do that? There we go.
cue the hairline.
There we go.
Some actual hair in all that.
Yeah.
Because it'll stand out, because the fucking texture is different on this. So it's very much like, it's kind of gray, it's kind of brown.
It depends on how you highlight.
Right. And I'm gonna use the paint to kind of mist it, to make it more the color that I want it to be. So I've got, like I said, I've got them in my phone, and I'll send them to you when I want that.
Can I dig out the mouth?
Huh?
Can I dig out the mouth so I can paint it?
Yeah.
How deep do you want it? Hi, Josh.
I don't know. Deep enough to be
Just enough.
believable for human mouth. Yeah. Not like our pipe where you can see the thing. I don't want to see the chain. But right now, I need you to focus on whatever mask you have.
Yeah,
That's got to come first, and then once
I've
you're caught
got
up.
the one that needs the black and white straggly dreads, and I've got the female,
I'll tell her hello in a second for you.
and I've got, yeah. Oh, I finished, yes, they're sitting. we
Watching
have-
from
yeah,
KFC.
We literally drove straight here. All I have to do is put the rope on them, so they can come in tomorrow or the day, because pretty much all they. Also for Mr. Patch. I got the two different kinds of green, and I wasn't sure how I felt about either of them, so I didn't know how you'd feel on it. So I took the two different ones. I have 4 of this kind, and 4 of this kind, and 4 of mixed. So you can pick maybe you want to do both.
I'm going for like a pumpkin vibe look.
Yes, so I figured I'd let you have the final decision if you want me to make more of this one or that one, let me know. But I figured 4 would give you an idea of, hey, it looks like this.
That works. Sweet. With that guy,
That's good,
Is
Josh.
he
I'm
getting
glad.
cool like the, olive,
yeah, he's got white hair.
just like what, right?
Josh says hi, Mana.
Howdy, howdy.
That's what I guess. You can hear him before or after I paint.
God
Whichever one, I
damn,
don't
bro.
care.
How
Since it
fucking
sounds
thick
like
are
you've got
you?
3 masks, go ahead and hair those, and I'll work on this. And then you can so, but these 2 are gonna have to have hair, and then you've also got the corn man out there that's gonna need it too.
Glove.
Okay, please don't use that
Gloves will be
soundbite.
a little easier because
I gotta stop talking.
set, I found out the time, and I found them all ready, so all I have to do
I'm
is
glad there's only
a
5
little bit
people
of
watching, and one of
chicken
them's
and
me.
So I got them spat made, I guess I'll call it.
Hey Chris, how much expanding
Hey, don't use a knife like this. Fun fact.
We have curly threads. Okay. So what's with the fun colors?
Breeze. Yeah, that one.
I like them. Mask.
Don't worry about it. I'm aight. I'll be aight. Sorry, if I stab my eye out, that'll make my character even more interesting. I can have a glass eye and I can like swallow it and throw it back up and shit. Wouldn't that be cool? No, I'm okay. Ah. Oh yeah, no, that's already way decided at a time, Chad. Don't worry about that. 3-hour dwell. I don't know what he's talking about that has a 3-hour dwell. Pig, maybe? I don't know. We have like a huge, massive pig crop. I'm assuming that's what we're probably talking about. Night and haunt show. How not to use a knife. See, I'm
Adorable as hell. That's
informing. I'm informative. Yeah, no, I know what the dwell is. I just don't know what. I'm not that dumb. I'm not retarded. I just don't know specific things.
not dumb, she's just tired.
I don't know what. I'm assuming you said 3-hour. You asked 3-hour dwell because they said something about a 3-hour dwell. I wasn't paying attention. I just don't know what. I just don't know what mold that they're talking about that they're doing a 3-hour dwell on, because usually they only do like a, I think 45-minute, 30-minute, something like that for the bigger ones, and like, I don't know. Chris has got like a timesheet with everything. What is on his? Oh, because it was difficult to. I'm just gonna go back to painting the mask. Mother. Let's just fuck the mask up. God damn it. I missed the whole ass. You didn't even get to see that. I meant to paint inside the hole and I just fucking sprayed it up the side of the mask. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain. Load up to the moon. Ah. There we go. Ah. 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 That's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't. No, this isn't what I want. I did this before. Devin is a special kind of potato. So Devin is very tired. Very fucking tired.
Looking at everything, but the group behind us caught up to us.
Okay, I think that's something. A break. It's funny. It's funny. Oh, a break. You got some jokes, man. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon.
Working.
I'm waiting for the mouth to dry so I can paint the teeth, asshole. It's the biggest piece of shit.
For the body is about 7'4".
Does that help?
So let's start off with.
We'll just call it 4.
It's not done, obviously.
Yeah, we'll just call it 4. But we need 2 to 1.
Right.
Fuck me.
2.5. And that's 1 1/4. I was gonna say, I think 7 for a body. Say 3.5 for hip. He just makes it
People are still joining.
2.
They're joining back? Or are those new people? What time is it? 11? When does it change forward?
What do you think? Also, I had him do, he took a pair
Midnight?
of those boots and put them, the farmer's all dressed, he just needs hands. He's actually done, he just
Don't worry, they're not gonna be pearly white. You wanna see what I'm doing? I'm so sick of using airbrushes for these minute details. I decided I just want to hand paint all the shit like this. It's so much faster for me than having to worry about making sure the airbrush isn't clogged and making sure the bottle isn't clogged, and I don't know, I like the look of it better this way, for the smaller details at least. I feel like it's more pigmented, it's less gradient. I don't know. I also just like hand painting. It's enjoyable. For me, sometimes. Most of the time. Are we twinsies? Great. Midnight tonight. Cool. So at midnight, it'll be 1 in the morning. Suddenly, on my name. Me too, Chad. Me too. Fortunately, I don't have a schedule here. I just come and then leave when I get enough stuff done that needed to be done. Guess we'll find out. It doesn't have gums in the top, so it'll be, I guess. 6 still? Chad! Look! It says struggle bus. That's me. I love when people use the term struggle bus. Because that's me. That was my nickname at the last haunted house that I worked at. It's a good time. What are you working? Do work. What work do you do? God damn. I don't know what that means. Law enforcement officer. LEO. What does that mean? Law. That's cool. My boyfriend's a correctional officer. My dad used to be an undercover drug agent for our local police department in Gary. Fucked him up. The prison that my boyfriend works at, one of their sergeants, one of their lieutenants, was murdered, stabbed 18 times, and then a sergeant was stabbed 12 times, punctured a lung, fucked his face all up. It's a good time. Horrifying. I hate that he works there, but he enjoys it. Yeah, could you imagine being an undercover drug agent in Gary? I'm sure my dad witnessed some pretty fucked shit. That's fair. Oh, you guys will like my new tattoo. Yeah. Jacob's almost 23. I don't know if you can even see how hairy my legs are, but they're hairy and I apologized. But my tattoo's pretty cool. I don't know if you can even read it because the phone's so blurry. It says normal. It's a piggy. His name is Vladimir. Yeah, it was the first time someone was murdered in that prison since like, I don't know, like 93 or something. It's scary. I almost went to work there. I wanted to be a canine officer my whole life because my dad was a cop, and I've always loved dogs. I thought it would be so cool. And then, I don't know, I'm still not completely against it. I'm a fairly unhealthy individual. I have a lot of medical problems, so I don't think my body would be able to handle going up and down the flights of stairs, and because he works at Indiana State Prison, which is a big guy. Yeah, last week. Well, a couple weeks now, I think. We went to the viewing last week. It was all over the news in Chicago and stuff. Indiana State Prison is a pretty big prison. They have tons of documentaries, and yeah, it sucks. That guy was a really good guy that they killed. Lieutenant Lasco. I guess he was there for a long time. Bunch of kids and grandkids and stuff. He was there, I think, since like, I don't know, like something like 10, 15 years or something, 20 years. You guys can't even tell. I wish I could get your opinion, but you can't even tell what it looks like. Because it sucks. It doesn't look like that, I promise. Yeah, especially in the environment now. I don't know if I could become a police officer. It's a lot different than it was when my dad was a cop in the 90s. I was literally just watching... It's not... I don't think it's the phone. I think it's the internet connection here. We need Wi-Fi. I think that's the biggest issue. But yeah, we were watching the uncut version of Cops from the 90s. It was funny. We were cracking up. It was a good time. Oh yeah, he looks better now. What else do I want to do to this? Yellow. Not that yellow. On the teeth. Yep. Yep. Oh, I'm sure. I have no doubt in my mind. Well, this is the uncut version. So that was just like a few seconds of like the most fucked shit of like most of the scenes were from New Orleans. But it was like dick and tits and people just high off their asses in the street getting butt naked. What recent bill did they pass? Is it like a body cam or something like restricting or Something like that. I don't know. I don't get to pay attention to anything outside this building and my dog grooming business that I own, so. Oh. Yeah, fuck that!
This is the arms and teaching shit, because they're not gonna teach it.
Fuck that.
They're full in those areas because of the problems, because they're all so that dry, so they're going to be stuck in that fucking thing in there, so hopefully it foams up a lot, you just keep pushing and pressing down in there. I almost want to get a fucking, like a board or something, put it over top of that, help compress that shit, so you just keep pushing it in there. That might not be the best bet, but you might want to push it down.
Oh, my gray sweatpants. Hold on. This is the only pair of sweatpants I own. The only reason why I'm wearing them is because I have literally no clean laundry. None. This is it. It's my last pair of pants. What am I doing? Why did I just make... Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Oh, yeah. Nosy. Nosy. I don't know what else I want to do. I think it's good. It looks good to me. I don't know. I've been looking at this for too long. I need to come back tomorrow and get a fresh look at it. To all three of you watching. $13 likes. Coolio. We have more viewers this time than we did last time. Last time we did not get many. A police reform bill, which actually helps criminals. No bail. Yeah, I saw that. I have a friend that lives in right outside of. We have a friend that lives right outside of St. Louis, and he was telling us about that. No bail. Yikes. I don't know much about law. I can't comment on it too much. But sounds like a yikes to me. Right by purple fan. You're right, 3 is better than none. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just you and Chad. I'm pretty sure it's just the 2 of you, because I'm watching here moderating comment. So I'm pretty sure it's just the 3 of us. Oh, we're back up to 5. Cool. Wait. Oh god, but Monster's so gross. I hate energy drinks. I have 4-hour-old Taco Bell. Just, no. Sight. Don't worry about it, Chad Smith. I've eaten worse. Don't. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. It's fine. I think that's the hair. I don't know. I don't really care. Have a good night. Thank you for watching this long. I appreciate you. Justin appreciates you. I can't taste. I had COVID in November, and I still can't taste, for the most part. Yeah. 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 It just burns. Monster just burns. Should I do veins? I don't think I want to go that detailed. I'm waiting for him to come back in and give me an opinion, but here we are. Justin,
What?
can you come look at this?
What?
Can you come look at this?
I'm
Occupado. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. What are they doing? Oh, pop socket stuck. Oh, oh. Holy shit, look at my eye bags. I'm so tired. Pig. That's the mold for cheese balls. This big. Very large mold. Very heavy mold. Oh, there's our booth. Ta-da! Not done, obviously. Very much not done, but I'm getting there. I should probably end this. Pretty sure it's just me and you, Chad.
I touched the phone. I'm holding a chain with the other hand too. I didn't know I'd be useful.
I don't know what else to show you. I'm done painting that. Justin based all these heads. Not those. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That one. That one. And those. No, not those. Those. And those. Not that one. Here's our list. New stuff? Orders. That's about, I'd say a quarter, half to quarter of maybe a third of our orders on the board there. I'm tired, man. Should I end this? I don't even know if there's anybody there. Okay. That's gonna do it for us today, folks. That's Justin Hill. This is his crew, my crew. And you make sure to do the scary stuff.